Hello, everybody. I'm AF Branco, and this is Cartoons Etc. I draw cartoons and post them, and we like to go over them every week. Unfortunately, Joe Dan called in sick. Well, he's not sick. His technology is sick, so he's got technical issues he's trying to sort through for the last couple of days. So he's going to be missed. But hey, we have a special guest on today, and you'll probably agree. More than likely, she's a lot prettier than Joe Dan. Her name is Sonja Smith, and I'm going to bring her on right now. Sonja,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. We're live, and I see that we have the live stream going, so I think we're in pretty good shape.
We're all good. It's scary
So,
doing a live show.
yeah, it is because you never know what's going to happen. Like last night, we tried to do it, and we had some technical difficulties or some mental difficulties. Poking around on buttons and hitting the wrong button, possibly. I'm not sure quite exactly what happened, but I have a funny feeling that's what it was. What have you been up to?
Since yesterday? Um,
Hmm. Since
really not
yesterday, yeah.
since yesterday. I mean, I think I was talking to you yesterday about getting back to my book. It's called The Real Deal on Global Warming. You can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's targeted towards 11-year-olds and up and parents who want to explain this. But I think it's a good time to update it and get it out again. And I want to start on my second book called Why The Real Deal on Why America Rocks.
Now,
Because
is that children's books?
they are. I think
Yeah.
11-year-olds and up. But it's
11 year
real
olds.
fun. It's
So I still
fun.
have time. I still have time to buy one. My daughter is 9, so I
Yep.
still have time to buy one and get the
Absolutely. And
copies
it
in.
helps you understand, it helps parents understand the whole global warming scam in simple terms. I wrote that book almost 20 years ago.
Really,
Yep.
really.
Yep. And
Wow.
it
And it's
still
still
holds
relevant today. Still relevant today.
everything is. Yep. I'm just going to add some new stuff to it and do another version of it and get it out there again. It's
Mhm.
absolutely time for it.
That's awesome. Can you give us a little bit of your background? You've been in and around Hollywood
Oh,
and had a career there. I'm sure
yes, I
folks would
did.
love to hear a little bit about that.
Yes, I did. I started off before Hollywood. I was a single parent welfare mom. Didn't know what I was going to do. High school education, basically. Well, I did do 1 year in college, but all I did is mountain rappel and ski. I learned to ski, but other than that, nothing. So I realized I had two daughters, and I better set a good example for them. So I started teaching myself how to write uh, scripts, write for television after I put them to sleep, and sure enough, I got a job on the Arsenio Hall show as a phone page, and then that turned into a writing gig,
Mhm.
which turned into more writing gigs, and I've been busy ever since. And my favorite show that I think Arsenio Hall show was a lot of fun because it was jokes, it was hard jokes, which kind of set me up for everything else I did after that. And my next big job after that I really loved was on a show called In Living Color with some pretty major stars that we all know now: Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, I'm sorry, David Allen Greer. I mean, all those guys, the Wayans,
Yeah,
and they continue to have such success. So that was a lot of fun.
I
Um,
bet.
but it was boot camp for me because that was the toughest show. You had to write like 40 sketches a week. It was amazing. Um,
What what a career. So,
yeah.
yeah. So what's going on now? You're just doing your books now, or
Really, I haven't started that. I've been being granny lately. I have three
mm-hmm.
grandkids, so they keep me pretty
Well,
busy. Next week, I'm going to do a cooking camp for them. You know, as you know, in the summer, you got to keep those kids busy,
right.
and everything is so expensive. So I thought I'd do a cooking camp for them. And it's
Nice, nice.
5 days of all three kids. I've never done it before. We'll see if I survive it, but
You don't look like a grandma. Yeah,
I'm
you don't look like
totally.
you're there yet.
And they call me
Just saying.
Granny, which is real funny. Thanks a lot. I'm Granny, just like on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. Well, I think we probably should get into the cartoons and get that over with.
Okay.
And I was really curious about what your comments are on them and the issues that surround the
Uh-huh.
cartoons. Let me pull them up here.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there.
I'm
See, I
scared.
gotta
I'm scared.
Oops, I gotta find the. Click on the cartoon first before it'll pop up. So
I'm
there we
glad
go.
I'm not in your chair.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. I'm
totally
also the janitor too. So just to.
I would screw up so bad.
Yeah, here we go. Here was the first
Oh
one.
boy.
You can't win. It's time to pass the torch. So, the torch of destruction,
Wow.
and
And he's already destroyed America with that torch. And now
Yep.
it's her turn.
her turn to finish the job, like they say. You know,
Pass
time
the
to finish
baton.
the job.
I still love the fact that you keep that sippy cup on him.
You know, it was a thing I started, and then people kept asking for it, so I'd stick it in there,
Yeah,
and
you
then
gotta keep that.
yeah, and then the blood on his hands because of the Afghanistan debacle.
Ooh.
The Fly, that has its own little story. The Thought Bubble, because I don't believe any of the things he's done over the last 3 years are his own plans or thoughts. I believe it's Obama and Soros, and I believe he's being guided. He doesn't have the facilities to be able
Yeah.
to conjure up any kind of policy.
And hasn't for a while.
No,
And we've
no.
seen it, and they've made fun of us and gaslighted us. What's the story behind the Fly? You said it had a little story.
He's had accidents.
Oh,
So
I think I get it.
he's known to have an accident once in a while, so
I see.
that represents that.
Can't
And,
depend on the depends. Is that what we're
can't
saying?
depend on the depends, you know. So,
Okay.
but you know, his dementia. I don't think his dementia is funny, but the everything that's around it, like the fact that we have a president that shouldn't be there, that's being run by a cabal, and any chance I get to point that out, that's what I do.
Yeah, no, I don't think you avoid that one at all. Oh my gosh. This was
Yeah.
amazing.
This is the trans policy for the Olympics. They had somebody with an XY chromosome show up in the boxing thing, and really, it's appalling. I think anybody with an XY chromosome shouldn't be fighting in the women's section. You know, maybe they should have their own little section.
We got to come up with a solution because
Yeah.
this is so bizarre, and I don't understand this guy's story because they said he was born a woman. So I don't know when the conversion came, and then they said that he identified as a woman on his passport, and that's what the Olympics had to honor. But at what point was he a dude? And if he had XY chromosomes, then he's still a dude. I don't care what he says he was born.
Absolutely. Muscle mass and bone structure makes you a dude. It doesn't matter what kind of parts you have downstairs. It's just that's who you are, and you shouldn't be fighting against women at all.
Oh, what is it about the left that says that they're pro women and the whole hashtag Me Too movement, and you got to, but now they're making sport out of beating women, pummeling women.
Absolutely.
You can't keep up with the left. You just can't do it if you try. But I heard that Mike Tyson challenged this fighter to a fight and said that he would give the proceeds to an abused women's center or charity.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
Yeah,
I wish we should all just really push him to do it and go for it.
yeah, I don't think he would. I think
You
he
don't
wants to
think he'd
live.
actually do it?
Oh, Tyson might, but I don't
Yeah,
think
oh,
the other guy would. I think he wants to live longer. So
He doesn't give the woman a choice, but he wants his choice.
No, absolutely.
Oh.
And then we're back at Walz again. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness. Kamala for president. We support trans for kids, defund police, late term abortion, and open borders. And Vance is weird. He says
Weird. Vance is the weird one. And he
Right.
supports all of those things. And so, of course, so does Kamala.
Oh
But and
yeah.
that's amazing that you knew who this guy was long before I think the majority of us did. I never heard of the guy. He looks, when I looked up his pictures, he looked like a, they're trying to play him off as being folksy, all American, kind of regular guy. And he does look like that. He looks like a guy, Joe Dan would hang out with.
He hunts. He fishes. He's a all around good guy. But that's not who he is. And I've known him
Until,
for a
right.
few years. I've been doing cartoons for Alpha News out
Uh-huh.
of Minnesota for a few years now, and he's in a lot of them. In fact, FoxNews.com has a special page of all my Walz cartoons. Because you're right, a lot of people didn't know who he is, but I know exactly who he is. He lived in China for a long time. I think he taught school there. He has been heavily indoctrinated in Chinese communist philosophy. And so it makes sense why he's for all of this stuff, this goofiness. And so I had a leg up on most cartoonists because I've been
Mhm.
doing him just for the last few years.
Boy, that's fortunate. That's really
Yeah,
cool. Do you think that they're going to hear any of the stuff that we've learned about him in the past week or so, or few days, on mainstream media? Are they going to talk about his record?
not if they can help it. They're going to deflect. They're going to try to call Vance weird because he's for pro-life and he's for closed borders and just normal kind of things that
Right.
people are concerned about, the economy,
Well,
and
I
they're
think
trying to paint him weird,
right.
Vance. But,
Well, I think he's fighting back on that pretty well. I don't know that they're
oh
going to
yeah,
continue to try that because it's not working so far.
no, I don't think it's working. In fact, it's 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 going the other way now.
That's
A
right.
lot of
Yep.
people are finding out who this guy is, and if I can help that, if I can make that
Amen.
happen, if I can be a small part of making that happen, I'm all for it.
Very
This
good.
this cartoon is just to kind of it was oh it's got a frog in my throat. I got an intellectual frog leg in my throat. No, this is to illustrate. This is the same old stuff. It's just lipstick on a pig,
Lipstick
basically.
on a pig. It's the same old
Yeah,
stuff.
the Sarah Palin
Uh-huh.
speech, or it comes
Yep.
back to.
That's the first time I heard that saying too, is when she said it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's
I liked
exactly.
her. I know
But
we had
that's what they do to everybody, though. They do that to everybody. Everybody that becomes a vice president of a Republican, they drag them through the mud and try to invalidate and marginalize who they are. Isn't that amazing? They
yeah.
did it to Quayle. They did it to Palin. They've
Mm.
done it to every single one of the running mates. They even did it
But
to Pence. Pence may have
yeah,
deserved it,
he
but
deserved it in the long run. But what bothered me is that Republicans didn't stand up for Palin. I don't care. She could have she could have been weird for all I care. But I
right.
just really got mad at the Republican men, who I always kind of sort of assumed were men, who
Hmm.
didn't support her. When you look on the left, they support their women no matter how foolish, incompetent, and
Everybody. They support
awful.
everybody that's a loon,
Everybody who's a loon. Can't
Yeah,
we have?
it's like they got scared. They became scared at what the media was saying about Palin, so
Right.
they ran with their tails between their legs. Not,
Always
they
right.
have to know that that's what they're going to do to anybody. You can't listen to MSNBC and CNN, CBS, ABC
They want to
News.
still go to the parties. Well, I tell you
Yeah,
what, they didn't. The only person that stopped them from running, and not even in full numbers because we still have the rhinos, but Donald Trump is the only one that came along and stopped that stuff. You
mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah. This was the coming out.
Oh wow.
Build Back Better 2
Two.
with these characters here.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to get more of the same, even worse. These guys are far left of Bernie Sanders, actually.
Yes. Yes.
I
Bernie
think
Sanders is somewhere going, golly, this is too much.
even Bernie Sanders is like pro Second Amendment. I mean, and this guy's going to confiscate all your guns. The other thing
Well,
that's just come out about him is the stolen valor
yeah, so
issue.
that's what I was just getting ready to say. He doesn't want everybody to have the same kind of guns he used in war that he didn't go to. Oh, that old thing.
Yeah, that shit. That's just crazy. And
Well,
then and this is the one today came out.
make America
Um,
burn again.
Make America burn again.
His 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 place burned down. He let it burn down. The
Absolutely.
summer of love. Oh golly, and people fell for that.
I know. The Summer of Love Gov is his new title. I'm giving him that title.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, if you want to, don't use Walz. Just say, oh, you mean the Summer of Love Gov.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well, I keep thinking, Trump is for Walls and he's no Walls. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
oh,
Sonja, we have some comments over here. I thought I'd go through a few of them. We have a lot of them over here on Rumble. We got South Carolina girl. Thanks, South Carolina girl, for showing up. Sorry about what happened with the video last night. I saw you there last night, but of course things went goofy. Mostly my fault. Hey, we got Nana Vicky. We've got BTT. And there are a lot big conversations going over there on Rumble.
let me see if I can look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Okay.
is
And then
exciting.
yeah. And then over here on StreamYard, we
Uh-huh.
got Fancy none your business. Uh,
I like that.
Amy Gorman. Hey, I wonder who that is.
Hey, but she's looking for somebody.
She says hi, Sonia.
Howdy, Amy. How are you? Glad you tuned in. Joe Dan said he's
Yeah.
going to step in a little bit later, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning. Yeah. Anyway, and I think not having Dan or Joe Dan around last night kind of threw me a little bit. It's just, I'm used to this certain flow, and
Sure.
but
You've never done it without him before.
I haven't, and of course he said last night in the chat things, I can't leave these guys alone for 2
I,
minutes.
I know. I could do a southern accent though, if that would make you feel better. I do a doggone good Joe Dan.
But can you do a Hazard, Kentucky accent?
I think I can pull that one off.
I bet
I
you
lost.
could.
Oh, there you are. I lost you on my screen. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh.
Not again. There you
No.
are.
Georgia Driver. We got Charlie Hammers in the room.
Burn.
Thanks for the warning. George, perfect. Spot on again, Mr. Branco.
Your cartoons are pretty doggone amazing, Branco.
Well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
What I was thinking about doing is drawing online today.
I love that idea.
But I want to give people 3 choices. I'm going to draw online. You're going to watch me draw. You're going to see my screen that I draw on. You won't be seeing me exactly, but you'll see the screen. And you have 3 choices. I can draw Kamala. I can draw Walz, Governor Walz, or I can draw Joe Biden. So put your votes in now, and then we'll kind of tally them up and get an idea.
Can we suggest things that Kamala's doing? Maybe I'm just saying.
Well, I have to keep it simple because here's the thing. It would take and they're going to be kind of rough because I won't have the time. I usually take about 2 or 3 hours to draw a cartoon. So they're going to be kind of rough, but you can see the process that I use and how I draw and the steps that I take.
Okay, we can watch the magic.
Yeah, and we can talk while we're doing it. And it's squeaky. Squilky. I don't have a hard time pronouncing that. Squilky says
Squeaky?
they're trying to do memory hole.
Yeah.
Waltz a stolen valor. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They try to.
So they took it off the website, apparently, off of his bio, that he claimed that he had a higher status than he did. So as of today, that's been memory hold.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right, Swiggy.
absolutely.
Tanya
And I
is
saw
the-
Simon in the room a little bit ago. There he is. Hi, Simon. Hope everything's going okay in Australia.
He's Australia. Oh, from
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's our Australian representative.
This internet thing
So.
is amazing.
I know it. I know it. It is. I'm going to turn on my screen here, and we're waiting for the votes to come in.
Okay. Now I'll enjoy my magnesium. You know you're getting old when your martini glass turns into magnesium on ice. They say it's going to help me go to sleep. So I don't know. When you talk politics before you go to bed, I don't know if it's going to help me go to sleep at all.
We got 2 for Walz and 1 for Kamala. And look over on Rumble. Let's see what we got for Rumble. Draw Joe Dan. I have, and he got mad at me. I drew Joe Dan one time, and he got mad at me. So we got 2 Kamalas now. We got. Let's see. I'm looking here. I'm looking. Let's see what we got. Kamala. It looks like it's going to be Kamala, because I see 3 Kamalas and 2 Walz.
Now let's hope we're saying the name right, because we don't want to be, considered racist if you don't get a very, very common name like that correct.
Yeah. Did I say it right? Did I say it?
I don't know anymore. I'm scared to even try to guess. So
I'm going to just call her. I'm going to call her Camellia.
Okay, good.
Camellia, and see if they get mad at me and try to sue me or something. Got another. It looks like it's going to be Kamala. So while we're chatting away here, I'm going to set my microphone off my screen.
Will I distract you if I asked you other kind of political questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I'm going to see if I can pop this up here. Share screen, getting it up, Windows, okay. Let me see which one, where my screen is, okay.
Ooh, live TV, folks.
Yeah, here it is.
This is how it happens.
Yep, that's my screen. I'm going to pull down the comment so that we can see what I'm doing. And
wait, you're not going to draw this with a pen or a... How do you... Okay.
Here, I'm going to show you.
Okay, I'm so excited.
I start my drawings out with a light pen, and it's kind of and I usually wear a glove because so it doesn't stick. My hand doesn't stick on the screen, and so people can watch me live, and I hope everybody can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. You could make it bigger if you could, but it doesn't matter. We can see it pretty well.
Okay,
but,
I'll do this for now, so everybody can see it. So,
okay, I like seeing.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's bigger for sure. So you say you're using a glove, so you're actually drawing directly on the screen.
Yes, I'm drawing right on the screen with a special kind of pen, and she got this big loopy hair.
Yes, she does.
And she always seems to be laughing, so we're gonna do the big laugh. And of course, I'm going to do this probably quicker than I would normally, but I don't like that line, so. So anyway.
This is cool.
Is it? I mean, we're not boring you guys.
No, are you kidding me? Everybody wants to see how you do this.
So it's kind of like this.
It looks like her. How do you do that? Golly.
So I'm gonna bring her up a little bit because I want to get part of her body in there.
Now, when you started first drawing, did you use computer or?
No, I used paper, and I used paper, and then I would scan it in into my into the computer, and then I would use the program that I'm on right now to color and shade and do all that. Now the next step I do is I take this black pen, the black ink, and I go over the lines that I want to keep. I think I'm a little thick there on the line, but there we go. Have you done any drawing at all, Sonja?
People fancy me an artist, and I don't think so. But yes, I do. I do dabble, as they say.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm no Branco, let me tell you.
Well, I'm kind of. I used to enjoy painting, and I used acrylics. I wasn't into oil painting, but I did the.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking an art class just in a local. I live 2 blocks from a college. I thought about taking a painting class. It seems like it would be really therapeutic.
Oh yeah, it is actually. It was me because I was working for what you call, I guess, a corporate place, actually out of Minnesota, an industrial supply company, and I was laid off and kind of directionless. So I decided, well, I'm just gonna paint some pictures, and I started getting into painting sceneries and people, and so it kind of worked out really good.
That's really a door closing and a window opening, or whatever that's.
Absolutely. It really worked out well because then I started, and that was about the time Obama came on scene, and Facebook came on scene, and Twitter. So everything kind of opened up. So I started doing cartoons and putting them online, and it just kind of took off from there. And in fact, that was why I'm doing what I'm doing today, and where I've got my contacts. And Larry Elder was instrumental in getting me nationally syndicated with creators. What I do with this, what I'm about to do now, is I'm taking a contrast tool. I'm going to eliminate, I'm going to eliminate the blue.
Okay.
Looks like.
Now I noticed that you didn't put the demon horns on her person.
We can do that. I can do anything I want to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I swear I think we're in wow. We're in spiritual warfare. That's so cool.
Yeah, I take the blue off, and then I go back to painting. Actually, I want to fix her lip here because.
Oh yeah.
So I go back to painting, and I'm gonna paint really quickly her hair. Whoops, I used the wrong tool. I use a tool that keeps the black, but you can stay within the lines here. Wow. And she has dark hair, but it's not quite black. It's kind of off dark brown, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
kind of
do this.
An Indian brown. Sometimes,
yeah,
and then sometimes it's.
Sometimes it's
Black
Native
woman's
American.
Brown.
Yeah, sometimes it's Asian. I heard.
Sometimes it's Asian. Sometimes it's a black woman's brown.
Yeah, depends on the political current.
Right, depends on what she needs it to be.
Yeah. How's things going over in the comment section? Are folks bored with me?
Let's see. Subscribe to have. So SD Girls is SD1625 says, what's fascinating is that you think so much while creating and are surprised at how it comes out.
I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit so we don't lose any time.
Okay. No one seems to be, I can't tell, but nobody seems to be like, would you cut it out already? No, they're not doing it.
Yeah. Can you see the comments?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're responding to it. I'm on Rumble.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, someone said, it looks like Jay Kramer said, drawer as an African, Jamaican, Indian, American.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. So I'm gonna finish her lips off here. And again,
Someone's,
I want to say that it's I'm trying to make it quickly so you can just see the process as opposed to me doing a whole cartoon.
sure.
You know,
I love this. Someone else loves it too. SC Girl 1625 again. She says, I love this. I'm trying to see what program this is. I was going to ask you too, but I was going to wait. But she wants to see what program this is.
This is Corel Draw.
Oh, that's Corel Draw?
Yeah, it's a program I wish I would never have gotten a hold of because it's a lot difficult, but it's what I started on, so I've just kept it. A lot of people use Adobe Illustrator, and that people have, it's more user friendly. It takes quite a while to learn this particular program.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to finish up here and then just show you a couple little things that I do. And of course, this is her suit, and we're just kind of just cleaning it up here.
Earlier we were talking about how to pronounce her name. Nana Vicky One. Pardon me, I don't have my glasses on, so hopefully I'm not screwing up your name really bad. But she says I just call her Kami.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And then SC 1625. She's a wealth of information today. She says I call her Kamala Holla. She says it's pronounced Kamala like Pamela. That's a great way to remember it.
Like Pamela.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
yeah, they can't decide. She says she mentions Fanny, who also doesn't know how to pronounce her own name. You know, Fanny pronounces it Fawny.
Fawny, yeah.
Well, I don't know why she didn't spell it that way, but there you go.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so now what I'm doing is I'm doing some shading. And that's where I'll do some shading. And you see how that goes there. So, and some highlights. I'm going to darken in some places on her hair to give her highlights in her hair. And so here's the, and then I'm gonna give it some highlights. There we go. And take it down a little bit. There we go. The highlights in her hair.
Someone said I'm enthralled. This really is interesting, Franco. Don't think you're boring people at all.
Well, I really hope not, because but I've had so many people ask me, draw something live on the internet or one of your shows, and I'm kind of held off because I didn't know exactly how to go about it, do it in such a way to where people didn't get bored. But this way they can kind of see the process of how I go about doing it. And
Someone here says that they use Affinity Photo. Have you heard of that one?
I haven't.
Says, yeah, BTT. I can't see. I'm so sorry. I don't have my glasses on. 1024. He says he uses Affinity Photo. It's just as powerful as Corel Draw and Adobe Photo, and it supports tablets with touch sensitivity. So, folks, if you're wondering how to be the next Branco, you have choices. You have options.
Yeah. I've heard of some of those programs, but man, you know the learning curve on some of them, like even Adobe, there's a bit of a learning curve,
I
and I
never
just don't.
could get it.
I don't have time for the learning curve when
Yeah.
when what I'm doing now with what I have works pretty good. So
Yeah,
it's
but you've been doing this program for how long have you been doing this program for?
oh gosh, probably since 1990s,
Well, there you
and
go.
I've had different variations of it, but
Uh-huh.
it's it. All right, that's my Kamala right there.
Wow, and that's a good one. She's much nicer looking on your photo here, in your drawing here than she is in person.
There we go. Okay, folks. There you
Very
go.
good.
Screen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this here. I'm gonna save it just so I can say. There we go. Let me get out of there. Remove. Okay, we're back, ladies and
On
gentlemen.
camera. Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you, Branco, for
Thank
letting
you
us
for-
into your world like that.
Yeah, I do kind of. What I was concerned about is that I do kind of go into another world. I see a familiar face in there. I don't know how in the heck did he get in there. Somebody leave the door open.
Oh,
I see.
security!
Security, there he is.
Oh
Joe
my
Dan's
gosh,
here.
There he is.
Well, I'm just proud you guys didn't break it tonight. I tuned in. I was going to come in last night, and I cut it on. It was like a 3-second clip, but but the show actually just flew by. I mean,
It was a great 3 seconds, right?
Yeah,
there,
it just flew. That's probably the
and Branco, I couldn't hear the audio, but I saw you drawing that. That was a perfect picture of John Lennon if I've ever seen one.
that was John Wayne.
Oh, okay. Hello, Sonjita.
Well, hola.
Hola.
How are
We're
you?
trying to speak Spanish. We might have to go to Miami one of these days.
I know that's right. How's your
Uh,
computer?
Or California.
Mhm.
well, we're working on a new episode over here. It's going to be out. I think it's going to be out this weekend. It's called Descendants of Men Who Refuse to Be Ruled. Descendants.
Ooh.
That's us. That's you guys. That's us. Of
Ooh.
men who refuse to be ruled. And we're not going to start now.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we got Fancy and everybody. I'm sorry I missed you guys. I was feeling bad. I found, not many people know that, Kamala Harris, she started her career as a whistleblower.
Mm-mm. Are you gonna go there for real?
That's where it ends. That's where it ends.
Okay.
No,
Oh my!
She was a whistleblower.
I was going to say something, but this is a family show.
Family show.
But
The Adams family.
this is an Adam family show. But anyway, so your show will be ready by this weekend. That's awesome.
Yeah. We had a little downtime, but we're back. We'll have it up there.
You get your technical difficulties worked out?
Well, it's kind of at that point, like when you're in your car and you get one of those warning lights, but they say, don't worry about it. Everything should be fine. But you keep seeing that warning light. It's like, yeah, I get high anxiety when I see that stuff. So,
Debbie Cook Woods. She said, "How did you go from Tony and the Tigers to a political cartoonist?" Oh, I don't know how she knew that I was in a band called Tony and the Tigers.
That's
but
your
maybe-
band's name?
That used to be my band name. I quit about 10 years ago. And
I heard they were great.
yeah, we've never heard that before, Joe Dan. Never.
Well, not on this show. We never knew. Tony the Tiger. We're going to call you Tony the Tiger. That's you.
Never heard that one either.
Hey.
No, I'm curious at who Debbie Cook is.
She married the Woods guy.
Yeah, that Woods character. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But one of these days we're gonna get Branco in there doing his Elvis impersonation.
Oh
Do you
no,
do an
You know,
Elvis?
Branco was an Elvis impersonator.
years ago. Years ago.
There you go. You left out a lot of your story when you told
Ah.
me how you got into cartooning.
Well, it was a very short period of my life, and so we'll have to drag out an old video one of these days.
Good.
People will never think of me the same once they see that.
That I want to see.
Yeah, it's on YouTube if you can find it.
Oh, really?
Yes, I don't even know what Tony Branco does Elvis or Elvis Tony Elvis. My stage name was Elliot, but if you
Elliot.
Elliot,
Elliot Presley.
just Elliot, just one name.
Hell, like shit.
Yeah, this is going downhill fast, man.
I'm 60. I'm 68, and I did that when I was 36. That's exactly.
You're old.
I am.
You better watch that, Joe Dan.
You know, I brought before we go, I want to hit a little serious note on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And Vivek actually did a real short video. I brought that, but explain it. You know, we're not up against candidates. We're up against the system.
Mhm.
And he articulates it so well. Let me see if I can pull up a video. Y'all want a video? I forgot to ask.
Yes, we've been waiting for videos. We were afraid we weren't getting any videos today. So,
Well, there's one right there right now.
all right, let's play it.
Don't break the system again.
I won't. I'm not even getting near the end of the stream.
It's a wonderful point he makes.
Kamala Harris and they were initially moderates when they ran for their respective positions. Walz in Congress built a reputation for himself as a centrist moderate, but then he bends the knee. Kamala Harris ran as a centrist Democrat in California before actually becoming a radical progressive that she's become. That's almost more frightening. We're not up against these individual candidates, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Sherrod Brown. They are puppets of a system. We're running against a system. That's what we have to keep in mind. And I think the way we're going to win it this year isn't by relentlessly playing from behind. And I do think we've been playing from behind. I don't think we're going to win this by just picking on the individual criticisms of one candidate after another. If so, we're missing the point. We're going to win this November by rediscovering who we are and what we actually stand for, not just as Republicans, but as Americans. It is our 1776 moment. That's what our founding fathers did. That's what it's up to us to do today.
You know, and to elaborate on on the system, it's like a machine. It's how Coca-Cola, they can just replace the label on the bottle anytime they want to. Easy, same thing, same crap, but it's got a new label.
Right.
This one's black and Indian. But that's what it doesn't matter who and they don't have their policies posted.
They don't have to.
No, they don't have to. The media's got that for them. It's whatever they want to hear at the time or something.
Mhm.
And that Tim Walz, he's in deep doo-doo.
Yeah.
You think so? You think that his doo-doo might take him down? Because I just think that the left will eat any kind of doo-doo they are served up.
I'm not even convinced Kamala's going to be the candidate after the first debate. You know, they scheduled 3 debates today.
That's what I read.
Really?
Well, Trump agreed to 3 debates.
Right.
She's only agreed to 1. And
Smart.
so we'll see. But after the first debate, I bet he'll destroy her. And all he has to do is because he's so much smarter than she is.
Yes.
I mean, it's not as night and day. You can't even compare it. But he'll let her
get nasty. She's going to get nasty, and the left loves nasty women.
Yeah, and she's gonna
Trump
say he's racist, and he's gonna.
Yeah, but Trump, I'm telling you, he's gonna let her make her explain inflation.
Yeah.
Same things. You know, you can't. No, enough of the plateaus. Let's talk about what we're doing here.
Inflation it's really hard. Inflation's really hard because people can't afford stuff. And
Inflation. Well, it's when your tire's low. I mean, there's an interview online where she's just like, Well, what are you going to do about inflation now? The Saudis aren't pumping enough fuel, oil, and how's it going to coincide with your Build Back Better and keep inflation down? She's like, prices are high.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. Yeah,
we
when
have
they,
to get them down. We have to make prices affordable. It's like,
yeah.
my
Yeah,
God.
they're loading her teleprompter, and they're not letting her get away from that teleprompter.
Yeah,
They've
not
got
at
that
all.
strapped to her waist.
I mean, it's been, what, 16 days since she was announced, and not a single press conference, not a single interview. Yeah, she's saving her stuff for the debate.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
she's boning up like crazy for that debate, Joe Dan.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
Who's going to beat Trump? I mean, when she's over there practicing, who are they going to have sitting in to beat Trump?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Brian Stelter. Jake
Brian
Clapper.
Ah, I love it. I love it. You got any more videos for us, or is that it?
Actually, I'm not
What
sure.
else you got?
I was ill prepared because I'm actually busier than the fat kid with the chocolate donut at the moment. But hold on. Oh, you know what? I do. But this is another. It's kind of a thing. It's a call to action, and I want you guys to think about it. If you don't have the Democrats lie to us all the time, you know, they never tell the truth.
Right.
Well, we need, if we get a campaign to call the Democrat congressman and pretend that you're a Democrat and you're upset and freak them out, they don't get calls. And start saying you can say anything you want to do, but it's not lying. You just tell them you're identifying as a, I'm identifying as that. Yeah. But I mean, ask them, say, who voted for Kamala? I voted for Biden. I mean, there's so many things you could go after them and make them nervous. It will make them nervous as hell. And you
if enough people do it, I'm sure they get a call here and there, but if enough people do it.
If enough people could do it, but hang on, let me show you this thing here. Oh, there we go. It's already open. This is an example of Bill Blaster. It's that app that you get from a war room. And I was asked to show it if I could, so I took a little video, a screen grab of it. You can see all it is. If you I'll put it up there,
I'll put it up.
Yeah, you just see it's alphabetical order of states and each of the congressmen.
Oh.
You can see there's a little D by the Democrat's name, which stands for dumbass. But yeah, you can enter in the name up there, like Andy Oakles. You got his phone number, all kinds of stuff. Website.
That's an app, right?
That's an app. It's called Bill Blaster.
I think I downloaded it.
Bill Blaster, one word.
Yeah, I think
So
I downloaded
is that
it.
what you're saying we can use to call up and
Yeah,
harass?
you just they got it for Androids, they got it for iPhones, and just start freaking them out. And plus, it's kind of fun. I've done a little bit of it myself.
Yeah.
and just ask them. Say, don't we believe in women not being punched in the face by men in sports? I mean, where are we defending women? Is that? I mean, don't Democrats have women in sports? I mean, turn it on them. Turn it on them.
We were just talking about that earlier about the women in sports, and Walz is trying to he has transgenderism. He's trying to get the parents out of it so they can't keep their kids from transgendering.
So you guys are protecting transgenders more than you're protecting my family.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? And why are you letting these men do this or go after anything? Say, you're scaring us to death, and I'm voting for Trump. That's how you end it. Whatever you say, I mean, there's so many things you can say.
Yeah, that's funny. Always end it with I'm voting for Trump.
But always end it with, I am thinking about voting for Trump. Or I'm voting for Trump now. Screw y'all. Y'all destroyed my Democrat Party.
There you go. There you go.
Remember, you're not lying. You're identifying.
I don't want to, but I'm voting for Trump.
Yeah. Mess with them.
Yep.
Because, it works. It does have an effect. It'll freak some of these low IQ Democrat congressmen out. They're dumb as hell. I mean, they are really dumb people.
Yeah. Right.
But
So that's
Anyway,
the video. I'm just showing the video here. Let me make it, see if it gets bigger. So he's filing through it, and then he just clicks on the name and then calls him.
or you can type in the name. That's what I'm doing there. Ogles, Andy Ogles. He's the one who just 3 weeks ago he filed the articles of impeachment against Kamala, and 2 days ago the FBI raided his office.
That's
Whoa.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
and he's my adopted congressman because I live right on the line. He's here in Middle Tennessee. My main congressman is Mark Green, and he's like worthless.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you look up tits on a boar hog, you'll see a picture of Mark Green right there. Fine fellow.
We're living
like-
in scary times.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I didn't have God in my heart, I'd be terrified.
What would you do?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Terrified. And another thing you could ask, you call these Democrats, say, who voted for Kamala? Who voted for her? Who picked her?
Yeah.
How we save a
Nobody.
democracy? I mean, you could just tear them up.
Nobody voted for her. Yeah.
Nobody. She was the first one out of the race in 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They
He was
love
the first
her.
one, yeah. And then Biden was he was close behind her. I mean, he was right. He didn't make it either. And then they picked him to run against Trump.
That's true.
It's stunning how they just do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, they're a
Whatever they wanna
cabal.
do.
They're a cabal. They're not for democracy.
Yeah, they're the system, like Vivek
And,
said.
notice another thing, how worthless Speaker Johnson's got to go. But you've got the Democrats committing fraud on a massive scale, all just out in the open. And the only body controlled by the Republicans is on a 6 weeks fucking vacation.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Really?
frustrating.
Wait, what? He's on a vacation?
The whole Congress?
Everybody? Oh, come
6
on.
weeks.
6 weeks. They left on vacation
Oh,
over a week ago, and they're coming back like September 9th. With
Watch
everything
that war.
going on. We got Jamie Raskin over there threatening the Supreme Court and threatening civil war. I mean,
He's a
and
communist.
all this insanity, and they're, we're taking a vacation. I said, well, why on earth would we take a vacation? The person on the phone said, well, it's been on the calendar. I said, y'all just using Pelosi's calendar.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God, you know what? But that's why Pelosi got stuff done. She went at this like a business, a ruthless businesswoman. She didn't give a rat's ass how she got it done. We are getting this done this month.
Yeah.
And she would make it happen.
Oh,
Mike
yeah.
Johnson over there rubbing lotion on his ass in a hot tub with Chuck Schumer or something.
Well, like I said, I wish we had somebody on our side with testicles the big as Pelosi's.
Yeah, and what we said, those aren't boobs. They're chesticles.
Testicles. Yeah. But that's what we need, and we just haven't had it at all. And then we had high hopes for Johnson, but he's kind of pussyfooted around and played games, and there's just nobody with any kind of. Even Newt Gingrich was a lot
He's
better.
got to be corrupt. Nobody. I mean, you're either stupid or you're compromised. And I mean, he could be compromised because he's getting them paid, or because he's being threatened.
Sure.
Right.
Either way, he is violating his oath of office and betraying the people. And I don't care if he's getting threatened. Step down if it's too much for you.
Yeah, folks, download that Bill Blaster and let's get to work. We all gotta do something. We gotta move forward. We can't leave anything on the table. There's too much to lose here because we know they're gonna cheat. We know they're gonna use lawfare. They're arresting their opponents, and just like that Republican the other day or yesterday, they detained him, and so they're not going to stop ever. You know, we can go on vacation, but while we're on vacation, they're going to just intensify their efforts. So Anyway,
And
I
wait
had
till-
plans. I had plans to. What was it? What was that,
I was
Sonia?
going to say, wait till Kamala screws up on the debate. Then they're going to really dig in. They're going to double
Oh,
down on
man.
everything that they're doing now. It's going to get
Yeah,
worse.
they're gonna.
Yeah,
They have to come
yeah,
up.
but my main concern on that whole thing is that they know the people who made the decision to put her in place and let her get Walz. They know how bad a candidates they have.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
cannot possibly think they're good candidates. They're too smart. So that they got something planned.
They got something planned, right?
They
Oh
got
yeah,
something planned.
you bet they do. They're the ones that kind of came up with the October surprise deal, and now they've perfected that. Now it's like the whole year surprise.
Yes, that's right.
After
Well, one last thing I want to
after
add on that
surprise.
bill blaster. One last thing on the bill blaster. You can use it to call our reps too.
Yeah,
You know, it's
amen.
not just for having fun harassing the Democrats while we're
Yeah,
identifying.
amen. That's good.
I'm a tap dancing black woman. I'm identifying, and I'm outraged. I'm outraged. Why? Because
Yeah.
I'm a Democrat. I have to be.
I'm
Oh, they're
triggered.
old, man.
I thought maybe before we leave, because I said that I was going to do a couple of the Walz cartoons real quick. Let's see. Now, Fox News, they put more Walz cartoons up on a slide that I even knew I had. So,
That's cool.
not that I'm encouraging you to go over to Fox News website, but, geez, where's that button at? Oh, there I go. Here's a couple of the tunes that I have, and they're over at Fox. If you want to check them out, there they have everything over there. Plus, on my website, Comically Incorrect, they have some there as well. Let me take down the comment so that you can see it.
If someone
There's that
described
one.
Walz, that's
This is going to be the only time I give you a pass for telling people to go to Fox News.
Yeah, but it was incredible. I didn't know I had that many Walz cartoons. They must have went to creators and said, "Give me all Branco's Walz cartoons," because I think I'm the only one. I have to get out of this. I'm in the wrong page.
That's funny.
But I think I'm the only cartoonist that's ever done a cartoon on. I haven't seen no cartoons on Walz at all until just
it's
like
early yet, though.
Yeah.
You're always so.
they'll come
giant.
out.
Hey, you see how old that dude looks? I'm 3 years older than him.
Yeah, me. Yeah,
What the hell?
Yeah,
I look
he-
younger than him.
Yeah, he didn't age well. Time was not his friend.
No, but I understand he and Kamala like to party. Party.
Yeah.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Big drinkers. I hear he's a big old party boy.
His DUI says it all.
Oh, you have to be high to believe the crap he says.
Yeah, but he was indoctrinated in China big time. He taught school over there, from what I understand, and he loves China.
He's a
He
war
loves their
hero
government.
too. He's a war hero too.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
All right.
Yeah,
Aww.
and we remember, them burning down the police station and all the businesses and the billions of dollars of money.
That seems so long ago, kind of, doesn't it?
It does, but it was only this was done in 2021, so it's right around
Yeah.
or right after that. 2020 is when they did that.
I
Well, the
didn't know
Democrats have been real good for America. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well,
he
his
was-
I was
Go ahead, Sonia. I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh yes, you did. Now, I didn't know he was involved in it. I never heard. Again, I never heard of this guy's name until now. But of course, everyone knew that Minneapolis was burning down.
Yeah, he turned down National Guard. He allowed them just to burn down the thing. He didn't put any reinforcements in. He just let them burn it. And his wife, it just came out today or yesterday, that she opened the window so she could relish the smell of the burning fires that were happening
Okay,
there
something's wrong with
for change, she said, or something like along
What
those
kind of
lines.
these people are lunatics, man.
Yes.
Something wrong with them.
And so you got him over there as the governor allowing them to do this, and then you got Kamala on the national scale raising money to get him out of jail so they can get
Yeah.
back to work. And there are presidential candidates on the Democrat side.
Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely.
I can't believe I'm watching this movie.
Yeah, and the movie doesn't end. It just keeps going.
No ending.
Oh, let me pause just a second, and we got two choices for the final song. We've got some kicking Bad Company. They're live, both live, with Neil Sean's joining the band. So it's a good jam. Bad Company with Neil Sean, and they're doing Wishing Well. That's a rockin' tune.
Yeah.
Then the other one is Chicago, the original Chicago, doing 25 to 6 or 4.
Oh wow!
Both live performances. Both.
I'm bad company. So
Okay, so start writing in the comments. I don't have my Rumble here, so you'll have to tell me. But get the Bad Company or Chicago.
yeah, I'm hearing already. Got Tony and the Tigers. My choice is Tony and the Tigers.
That's it.
All right,
It's unanimous.
my choice.
I'll have to bring up some old recordings. See, I'm not seeing anything yet there. Let's see. The whole world is on fire. Okay.
That's true.
I'm not
The whole
seeing
world is
anything.
Global.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll pick it.
Well,
No,
wait. They'll probably
let
Tony.
Sonya pick. Well, let Sonya pick.
I want the first one you said because I heard the Chicago thing a lot.
So the Bad Company.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
There you go. And Paul Rogers, such an
Oh,
incredible rock and roll singer. Incredible rock and roll singer.
Yeah.
So that's ready to go after we get done here.
I'm sure we got
Yeah.
some Chicago's in the chat room. Oh, got a Bad Company.
Oh, got some Bad Company.
Yeah.
This cartoon that pretty much sums up what's going on with them
So
guys.
sad.
Yep. He's trying to take parental rights away from parents. I think he has.
I think he did.
signed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Driver's license for illegals.
Can
People are
you
leaving.
name one policy from the Democrats that's not anti-God. Go.
Anti-people. It's anti-people. Anti-God and people. I mean, nothing is geared towards the voting public. It's geared towards illegals and goofy stuff. Yeah. Here's one: Extreme Abortion Club. Welcome aboard. There you go. Knock knock bang bang.
Yeah, we're in a dark world. We are living in a very
Really
dark world, and it's up to America. It's up to the British people are screwed. They're knocking doors down for people making Facebook posts.
Oh yeah.
And but in the meantime, you got these Muslims running down the street with hatchets and baseball bats and sledgehammers.
Well, you saw what Walz said about freedom of speech a couple of days ago. He says freedom of speech doesn't mean you get to say misinformation and hate speech. That's
exactly what it means, Timmy.
I didn't see that in the Constitution. It didn't write in the Constitution except for misinformation and hate speech. Who determines what's hate speech and who determines what's misinformation?
Well, they've read a lot of stuff in that Constitution that's not there.
Yeah.
The wall between church and state, that ain't in the Constitution.
Well, they have to break the system before they can build it up in their image. So,
Amen, sister. Yeah, exactly. Well, are we done here, or we say goodbye to everybody? And
one last thing. Apparently, a man. You got the two men boxing for the Olympic championship in the women's boxing.
Yeah.
Two men in the final.
Yeah.
Really, the two dudes are fighting now?
Yeah, they're the child.
Oh,
It's like,
that's good.
and they said, well, they failed a gender test. What the hell is a gender test? It's
What
like,
is a gender?
would you like to participate in women's sports? Yes, I would.
Yes, I will.
Have you or do you or have you ever had a penis? Oh, yes. You fail. That's it. I mean, it's like a gender test.
Yeah. Absolutely. Any final thoughts, Sonja?
No, we've just come a long way, and it's scary. And I know we have to stand up and fight back and get this country back, or we got no choice. We always say, "Oh, this is the biggest election. This is the most important election." This is really crucial, folks. We're at the edge of a cliff.
That's it.
And each time it has been had
Uh-huh.
up to that point.
Yeah.
And it totally is. We got to get right with God, man. This ain't God
Yep.
protected Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to have God's back
Yep.
too.
We need to have God and Bill Blaster.
Bill Blaster.
So-
I'll tell you get that Bill
Okay.
Blaster. It's good stuff. And
I'm on it.
yeah. All
I
right.
thought I
well,
downloaded, but I didn't find it on my phone. But
let me get this fast forwarded to the right point.
thank you, Sonja, for helping us out here.
Thank you. I hope I
I
don't
hope-
bore people too much. So y'all want me to stay until this? I want to get this right this time. Stay until the song. Stay until the song ends.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
stay, and then we'll make fun of each other after we get
Oh,
done.
okay, got it. Got
And
it.
I hopefully I'll remember to end the live stream this time.
Yeah, this time we'll do the opposite. This
Oh,
time it'll
I heard
play for
about
24 hours, and it will see Branco coming in for breakfast,
I heard
his
about that.
bathrobe,
Brushing my teeth.
yeah, with curlers in his hair, wearing a goldfish bowl. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you over there on Rumble. I really appreciate it. You guys are really fired it up over there. I'm going to take some time in a little while and read as many as I can.
Which will be like one or two.
One or two, yeah. South Carolina Girl, Solo Tango. I mentioned a couple of the other ones earlier. But anyway, it was good to have you. It was a fun show. I got to do a little drawing, had Sonja on, and then of course, what's his name comes in on it.
Yeah, you should
Screwed
have
up
locked
the
the
whole-
door. You should have locked the door, you dumbass.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, dokie.
Peace out. Thank you guys. God bless.
Yeah.
A couple of great friends of mine going to come out on stage and help us with this little bit of a jam. Slash is here. Mr. Neil Schon. And we love him too. Now here's a song. Here's a song that goes back to the free days. Hope you like this one. It's called Wishing Well. You ready for this? Take off your hat, kick off your shoes. I know you ain't going anywhere. Run around the town, singing your blues. I know you ain't going anywhere. You've always been a good friend of mine, but you're always saying farewell. And the only time that you're satisfied is with your feet in the wishing well. Throw down your gun, you might shoot yourself. Or is that what you're trying to do? Put up a fight you believe to be right. Someday the sun will shine through. You've always got you something to hide, something you just can't tell. And the only time that you're satisfied is with your feet in the wishing well. What you're reaching for. Love and peace, love, love and peace, love and peace, oh yeah. sing well.